Well, Tap's top videos. Man, I have not done a reaction from them in a very, very long time. And for good reason, though. So Tap's top videos actually make some very, very unique top videos. They make some of them with some random number, like the top, 30, top 50, top 100, top 150, top 10. All very good sometimes, But, the issue is reacting to their videos. They're very, very long. Very long. Like one example being, top 70 what the fuck Easter eggs in games. That is an hour and series 1, mind you. That is an hour and 25 minutes long to react to. So, but the thing is, they're actually good to watch, But it's just if I react to one, it'd be very hard because of how long they are. So, but the thing is actually pretty fun, interesting to watch. Actually, the funny things in the past, Tap's top videos that actually commented on my videos and thanked me for reacting to their videos. Like when I reacted to like their top, what was it? Top 30 or top 10? It's been a while. I might need to look back on it. But is there top 10 or 15? It's probably 15. I don't remember entirely. But they're non-gaming creepypastas when they did the remake. And I watched the whole thing throughout its entirety. But it took so long to render and upload. But I reacted to it, and it actually commented and thanked me for reacting to their video. I was like, oh, bet. And they did the same thing when I reacted to one of their internet creepypasta, was it? That was the one. So they saw it and noted and say, thank you for reacting to it. I'm glad you liked it. I was like, hey, bet. So that was great to hear them from. But most recently, they just actually uploaded a pretty short one called their Top 10 Strangest Racing Games, which I'm pretty interested to watch and react to because I actually like a couple of racing games, especially the kart racing ones. Like back in the day when I was younger, I actually liked playing racing games a lot. So I was like, okay, let me see what it is, especially with the kart racing games. Of course, you got Mario Kart, Crash Team Racing, Need for Speed. Back in the day was better, in my opinion, back then than it is now. And what else could I say? Oh yeah, Speed Punks. Speed Punks was actually a really fun kart racing game. It really was. Speed Punks, if no one's ever played Speed Punks, you missed out. I'm just saying. It's a PlayStation 1 game. I got it, and I was like, okay. I remember playing a demo. Then I actually decided to get it a couple years back to play. And I was like, oh, I actually like playing this car racing game. It's really fun. So, just saying as you know. But there have been some strange racing games out there. So, I want to see what they're going to say. Because this video is only like 15 minutes long. So, let's go ahead and react to it. Alright? Reaction time. Okay.
This video contains flashing lights and unsettling
The robot
content.
still comes at every beginning of every video. Okay then.
Traditionally, we expect the racing game to be a breakneck speed, high-stakes drive to the finish line.
Yeah.
But there are times when developers take the concept in much stranger directions. Sometimes with creative concepts, bizarre vehicles, and strange characters to
Yeah,
mix
there
things
has
up.
been.
From racing
games
animals
like that.
to bouncing balls to trailblazing toilets, we present the top 10 strangest racing games.
Oh boy. See what's number 10. Can we see?
Garfield Kart.
Garfield had its own kart
Released
racing
in
game?
2013 for the Nintendo 3DS,
Huh.
this game takes the 2009 cartoon version of the lasagna-loving feline and friends and transplants them into the world of competitive go-kart racing. Clearly taking more than a little inspiration from Mario Kart, the game has similar mechanics and design choices. Drift boosting around corners, the starting grid boost start, custom parts for your vehicle, and cups of multiple racing circuits are all present and accounted for. The various power-up items on offer also behave in a similar manner to the hit franchise. However, they're more thematic with stacks of lasagna, cherry pies, and gemstones filling the roles of speed boosting and trap items.
Makes sense.
With a roster of 8 playable characters and 16 unique courses to choose from, the game has a decent amount of content to experience. What makes this content so bizarre is the idea of cats, mice, and dogs racing humans while slinging pies at each other. The mix of characters, locations, and items makes
not
this
the
game an
strangest
odd mix
thing
of creative
from in
features,
the world of
similar to a
Garfield.
certain other racing game.
Just saying. Strangest thing. What's number 9?
Shrek Smash and Crash Racing.
I've heard about this one actually.
In the mid-2000s, the Shrek franchise was at the peak of its popularity,
Never
causing
played
many
it, but I
game
have
studios to
heard
release
about
their
it.
own Shrek-themed video games. In
You know, at this point, Shrek has almost kind of every type of genre game there is.
2006, Activision released Shrek Smash and Crash for the GameCube, PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, Nintendo DS, and Game Boy Advance. The game draws inspiration from games like Mario Kart, but with Shrek characters.
Probably most games on
There
this
are
list are
12
going to draw
characters,
inspiration
each
from
with
Mario
their
Kart.
respective
Let's be
vehicle
real.
and item, which they can use to hit any nearby racers. There's 4 cups in total, with 3 courses in each, adding up to 12 courses in total. Each course is themed to a certain location from the film series. Throughout the courses, there's speed boosts and items with comedic fairy tale themes, such as a giant beanstalk, a wild goose, and pixie dust. The strangest thing of all are the vehicles that the characters ride.
World of
The
Shrek.
majority are animals, such as a bull, and minor animal characters, such as Dragon, Papa Bear, and the Big Bad Wolf.
Why not?
Then there's a couple
I will say, I'm surprised they changed up the Big Bad Wolf a lot in that new Puss in Boots movie. Completely changed that character, which is good. Makes sense because in Fairy Tale Land, I'm pretty sure they're like, when I think about it, they're more or less deaf in that Fairy Tale world anyway, so.
odd ones, such as Princess Fiona's onion carriage and the Three Little Pigs' magic carpet.
What day
With all
riding a
things
magic
considered,
carpet?
it's not surprising that a very unusual racing game comes from such a strange film franchise.
I mean, yeah, it is Shrek, so. Yeah. It looks fun though, to be honest. I haven't played it, but it would look fun to play.
Toy Story Racer.
Yeah, Toy Story had a racing
This
game too.
2001 PlayStation release pits characters Woody, Buzz, Bo Peep, and RC all competing in a race for first place. Given the characters in question are all toys, some of the racetracks are also unique in terms of what you'd normally expect. The perspective of the world is larger compared to other similar games. Taking the player on a tour of various prominent locations from the films, these tracks include Andy's bedroom, the attic, Sid's home, Pizza Planet, and an underground parking garage. Characters and challenges can be unlocked by collecting the green toy soldiers in a series of different races and challenges. Some of these challenges are also quite bizarre, ranging from standard racing to a tag mode where you drive around a
Gameplay
loop
makes the
track
cars look so
eliminating other
slow,
racers. The unlockable characters include Rex, Slinky, Ham, Mr. Potato Head, Little Green Men, Rocky, Lenny, Alien, and Babyface. The power-ups for these races are also suitably wacky, with present boxes containing spinning tops and electrocuting antenna and toy
What kind of
rockets
racing
to
tracks
take out
are
the
these?
competition. Perhaps most shockingly of all, the game has a large selection of content. It has 18 tracks and 100 challenges to complete. Quite surprising given its nature as a movie tie-in game.
Wow.
However, what makes the game truly bizarre is that in this universe, toys were supposed to hide the fact that they were alive. Yet in this game, they're clearly oblivious to the problems caused by zipping around various human-infested areas so openly.
Wow. Fair enough. But that's crazy. The Toy Story racing game having so much content. The problem is it just looks so slow to racing.
Running High. Running High is set in the far-off future of 2001, where
What the-
technology has advanced so much that power suits are available for high-stakes
Is it
racing
literally
sports.
just running mechs?
6 racers with their own custom power suits clash in the Running High tournament where all's fair in love and racing.
It's
Be
literally just
prepared to
running
punch the
mechs.
opposition as you pass them, or simply vault over them to slow them down.
Wow.
Over 4 futuristic courses of the tournament, each racer will run with all their might to be the first over the line.
That's funny.
What makes this game strange is the
They all
unique
running
take on
look like they're
racing.
running like Captain
There are
Falcon
no
in Smash
items or
Bros.
vehicles,
too.
only runners with a jet booster for a rapid surge of speed. This unique approach makes Running High a rather strange kind of racing game.
It does. It's just basically running mechs, racing around a typical racing track, an anime racing track anyway. Number 6.
Iggy's Wreckin' Balls. Released for the Nintendo 64 in 1998, Iggy's Wreckin' Balls is a racing game where you control several colorful balls with faces. There's about
What?
17 playable characters which all have unique looks and personalities that sets them apart. With over 100 courses utilizing a 3D style with 2D action controls. The racing in the game mostly consists of vertical obstacle courses. This is aided by the inclusion of a grapple hook and power-ups, which can also disrupt other players. Once you get to the top of the tower, your character will hit a giant button, causing the tower to collapse, sending one of your opponents flying at the screen. What really sets this game apart from the others is the art style. The characters all have quirky looks, with one of them called the Chatter, which is just an orange with human lips and teeth. Along with the strange vertical courses, each with a vastly different art style, this is a standout entry among traditional racing games.
Yeah, this one is a very weird racing game. It doesn't even look like a racing game.
Toho Fumo Racing. Toho Fumo Racing draws from the Toho
now this actually looks like
placing plush
a
characters
racing game.
into a variety of vehicles to blaze a trail of
At least it
chaotic
looks
racing
like
through
that.
3 separate tracks. Add in a variety of items to disrupt opponents, boost ahead, and you have an interesting racing experience on your hands. While the look will remind you of more traditional car racers, the game has its own quirks that take it from traditional racer to memorable experience.
Really, which is what?
Some of the vehicle choices are interesting, from the humble cart and bike to the more unusual skateboard, finally to the outlandish shopping cart and cleaning bot.
That's actually pretty funny. That's pretty
What makes
funny.
this truly unique is the ability to have up to 100 racers in a single race.
Really?
Seeing the horde of plush characters blaze by on crazy vehicles
I should have
is
noticed
nothing
that
short of hilarious.
when I saw it.
The combination of strange items, bizarre vehicles, curious plush characters, and unusual tracks all make for a weird yet strangely enjoyable experience.
Yeah. To be honest, that does sound strange, but that does look like it'd be a fun-ass racing game to play, not gonna lie. Alright, what's number 4 here?
Zusavasa. Zusavasa is a Japan-exclusive racing game where you hitch up mechanical chariots
God
to
damn, why
robotic
did Japan
animals
need
to
to have
race
so many
in
good things and
futuristic
strange
chariot
things?
races. A wide assortment of animal robots are available for
Animal
land,
robots are
sea,
basically
and
chariot
air races,
racing?
along with a selection of chariots, each with their own stats to consider. Normal races are entirely down to your racing prowess, so don't expect any items to disrupt the opposition. However, you do have access to a booster when it's charged up.
Oh.
Should you desire
looks
more
nice.
action, you can switch to the battle race mode and strap on an assortment of weapons to really shake things up.
Oh, that does sound
You also
fun
have an opportunity
too.
to have the almighty shark complete with laser cannons should you feel especially evil. What makes this game strange is its concept.
Yeah, it is a
Robotic
strange-ass
animal-drawn
concept.
chariots
Strange
is
concept,
such a
that would also be
unique
fun to
take on the
play.
racing
Let's be real.
genre.
I
Chariot
mean, who
racing
would
is
want to
not
play that
often
game?
chosen for a
That looks
gaming
fun to play.
concept, so to take it a step further with robotic chariot racing goes the extra mile.
Yeah. Strange, but fun. Not gonna lie. So far, some of these racing games actually look pretty fun to play.
Uni Racers.
I think
Released in 1994 for the Super Nintendo, Uni Racers is a racing game with living unicycles. Instead of stages, the game has levels, where you go up against an AI opponent through simple 2D tracks. There aren't any pickup items or ways to disrupt the AI, but there are several hazards on the tracks which can slow both racers down. The main gimmick of the game is the ability to do tricks and stunts in the air, which gives you a small speed boost if you land it.
Oh. That is...
Later
you know
levels
what?
feature an anti-unit,
This one would
an AI
also look
that'll
pretty
work
fun to
against
play
you
too.
using cheating tactics such as control reversing and screen flipping.
Huh.
Never heard of the game? Well, it's probably because when it came out, Pixar sued the developers due to the red unicycle looking similar to their short animated movie, Red's Dream.
Okay, now that's just stupid. That is just fuck that Pixar. Man, Pixar, why'd you have to take that, man? This actually looks like a fun-ass racing game in 2D to play. It would look really fun. Of course, but Pixar decided to be cucks and, do that for thinking it's the IP. How, just... This just shows you how sometimes copyrights can actually be a bitch. But man, dude. And I think that was back then. Pixar's really gone downhill ever since, unfortunately.
The judge sided with Pixar and Nintendo terminated production of Uni Racers, so the game only sold 300,000 copies.
Shame.
What is considered to be the biggest oddity of the game was the overall concept of playing living unicycles. The game
Very.
never gave an
But that would look
explanation
really
of what they
fun,
were
though.
or why they're racing each other in the first place.
That does look fun. I think it does look fun. After saying it 5 times. Alright, what's number 2?
Gekisu Benzo Race, Toilet Shooting Star. Of all the styles of racing games, few have ever explored the notion of racing toilets, yet Darsoft decided to roll with it and give us Gekisu Benzo Race, a game where a variety of characters race upon their customized porcelain thrones.
Only fucking Japan.
Nothing can prepare you for the insight
Only
this game has
Japan.
in store for you, as you see actual toilets blazing through a selection of places in a bid to be number 1. Toilet paper
Japan,
can
you
be tossed
never
over weapons, whilst
failed to
several unique
amaze
items
me.
on the track can be set off for some crazy power-ups. Throughout the race, in-game currency can be earned and can be used to unlock content and engage in the gacha loot box system to unlock collectible cards.
What? Wait, how old is this
It's
game?
not that hard to see why this game is classed as an unusual racing game. This list has
Very.
a wide variety of strange racing concepts, but this one stands out as one of the most bizarre ideas for a racing vehicle concept, and is
Very.
well deserved of its
The
position
fucking
on the list.
toilets, though. Oh my god. Is he being flown into space? What the fuck? And he has his pants off. Alright. What would be number 1 that would outdo racing toilets is my question here.
The Zoo Race. Where do we even begin with this one? The premise is a little librarian called Hannah has a dream of herself and her friends being turned into animals. Hannah and friends are forced to race each other after disembarking from the Ark, celebrating surviving the biblical catastrophe. And no, we are not making this up.
That's a story of this
Takes place in a
game?
dream, the racetracks are set in a variety of different environments. These include a safari park with dinosaurs, a level where the characters get fired from a cannon, and even a race across the surface of the moon. The environmental hazards are equally ludicrous, with exploding barrels, giant rats, and flying crows that drop poop onto the tracks. The controls are clunky, not helped at all by the obligatory swimming sections found in most levels.
Yeah, and
The
the
voice
swimming
acting in the
mechanics
opening
look
cutscene is
awful.
laughably terrible, and the music and graphics are equally as poor.
Hannah the horse, followed by Priscilla the pig.
That
The animals
sounds
all wear
awful.
silly hats and throw a dance party at the end of
Yeah,
every
this
race.
game doesn't look like
all
a-
of it combines to make one of
Is
the
that
most
Noah?
surreal and weird experiences in not just racing games, but gaming in general. This makes this game a
Yeah.
worthy entry to our list.
Doesn't even look well developed either. Everything looks clunky from the gameplay and mechanics. Wow. I was gonna say, after seeing it, okay, that makes sense why that's number 1. I was like, what could possibly be racing toilets? I was like, oh, that. Racing zoo animals was a crazy premise and crappy mechanics. Very strange indeed. Is there anything else to notice here? Just, okay. Just credit stuff. Oh. Okay. Yeah, those were some very strange ass racing games. I'm not gonna lie. Some of those actually look pretty fun as shit to play. I would definitely want to play some of those. Definitely. Only ones I probably wouldn't play is the first century because not only is it is strange, but the gameplay and mechanics look like they're awful. So pretty bad. But majority of the other ones on here, I'd probably definitely play. Probably would. Some of them seem pretty fun. Of course, I'm not surprised a few of them were inspired by Mario Kart because Mario Kart is a kart racing game that inspired this, so... Excuse me. But you expect them... Excuse me. It's really hard to sometimes come up with the kart racing games from outside of Mario Kart without making it very, very similar sometimes. I know some developers try to make kart racing games, but not make it too similar to Mario Kart, but you know, it can be pretty hard sometimes, just saying. But yeah! Those were just definitely some strange ass racing games. Like, oh my god, I hate my lighting here. Oh, so... But yeah, here's what I get for recording this in the afternoon when this was the sunlight here. But any case, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are these the strangest racing games you heard of? Because these definitely are. I've heard of the Shrek one before. I haven't heard of the rest of them. I didn't even know Garfield had a kart racing game, so... But I would definitely, want to play some of these. Would you play some of these games on here? I definitely would, just saying. Some of them seem fun. But again, thank you Tats videos for giving a very short and unique top 10 list. It's been a while since you gave us something short I still like your content, no doubt about it. It'd just be very hard to react to for how some of it, very long some of it is, though. Just saying. So, yeah. But in any case, like I said, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like this video if you like this reaction, and just subscribe for more, because I will be doing more reactions, and hopefully some more obscure ones to see. I don't know, let's try to figure it out, because, you know, I've been dying down in views, unfortunately, so trying to work out things with the algorithm, see what I could try to do to turn things around, I hope. Well, in any case, like I said, for those who are watching, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm out. Damn this brightness.